give anybody their fair share. They want to keep all of it. That's why it's like that way. Not because it's a confusing, blah, blah, blah. It isn't. It's the game that's going on in our business right now.
God, I love Bill so much. All right, let's talk about Bill Maher, who is scabbing. Real time is coming back. Unfortunately, sans writers or writing. It has been 5 months and it's time to bring people back to work. The writers have important issues that I sympathize with and hope they are addressed to their satisfaction. But they are not the only people with issues, problems, and concerns. Despite some assistance from me, much of the staff is struggling mightily. We are all hopeful this would come to an end after Labor Day, but that day has come and gone, and there still seems to be nothing happening. I love my writers. I'm one of them, but I'm not prepared to lose an entire year and see so many below-the-line people suffer so much. I will honor the spirit of the strike by not doing a monologue, desk piece, new rules, or editorial, the written pieces that I'm so proud of on real time, and I'll say it up front to the audience. The show I will be doing without my writers will not be as good as our normal show, full stop. But the heart of the show is an off-the-cuff panel discussion that aims to cut through the bullshit and predictable partisanship, and that will continue. The show will not disappoint. I mean, his show was already dog shit, and I think it's going to be way more dog shit. Honor them by avoiding my bad writing. Yeah, if clips of Bill Maher's podcast are any indication, his show's coming back without his writers will be more dog shit than before. Yes, I think it'll be awesome. Maybe worth posting some material on this platform. The reach is enormous. Oh God, you're such a idiot, Elon Musk. Jesus Christ. I feel like he convinced the company to accept the terms of renegotiation. He wouldn't need to scab idiot shit. So he's doing a YouTube vid with a film crew, pretty much. Some of the late night hosts did this last time the writer strike happened, and they did it to basically show that the show sucks without the writers. You know what I mean? Maher, it seems, is doing it in a different way. Like, they utilize this opportunity to just be like, look at how bad our show is without writers. Okay? We're just like filling time. Conan comes to mind immediately.
Thank you for being here. Let's talk for a minute about the situation we find ourselves in. As you all know, 2 months ago, the Writers Guild of America went out on strike, and we took our show, Late Night with Conan O'Brien, off the air in support of the writers. This has been a very tough time, not only for our show, but for a lot of people in the entertainment industry. Good people right now are out of work. And it's, and possibly worse with all the late night shows off the air. Americans have been forced to read books and occasionally even speak to one another. Which has been horrifying. We are back now, but sadly, we do not have our writers with us. I want to make this clear. I support their cause. These are very talented, very creative people who work extremely hard. I believe what they're asking for is fair. I do. I believe that. And I think we all believe that here.
Conan is actually pretty funny. I mean, Conan is the GOAT. Out of all the late night people, he is the one that I actually do like. Sure, because of the nature of late night comedy, it's always cringe, it's always lip shit. Who cares? He, in my opinion, was always the best late night guy.
I watch your interviews and I love them all because I know you a little bit enough to know that what's funny.
You want me to?
No.
Am I just listening?
Yeah. Walk. You don't enjoy doing talk
No, this is really no, whatever. It is what it is.
Oh my God, my head. Conan literally personally paid for the salaries of every single person in that duration. The last time this happened at Tank Late Night Shows, Eddie Burback mentioned this in his late night vid. Yeah, it did. Also, Conan is actually a funny person. There's a difference. Like, Conan O'Brien is like a pretty funny late night, like if not one of the best late night show hosts of our generation. Conan timing how long he spent his wedding ring for writerless content.
I think that was in Blazing Saddles. All right, here we go. Susie, are you ready to time this? We're going for 41 seconds. If we do it, this will be television history. Susie, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, you excited, Susie?
Yes, good luck.
Not a genuine bone in her body. Here we go. I'm going to try and get a good spin. If I don't, I'll start all over again. Band, I hope you're ready. Here we go. And that's a good spin. That's a good spin. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason. Like, streamer content is streamer content for a reason. You know what I mean? You don't want your TV. You don't want your TV to turn into your streaming shit. Okay? It's doo-doo caca. One of the best late night show hosts of our generation. Whereas Bill Maher is not. Genuine question. What is a way to not scab and take care of the non-writer staff who still need to work on a production like this? Great question, as a matter of fact. That's actually what Conan O'Brien and many others are doing. WME actually facilitated this deal, and I am trying to possibly work with him on this as well. But all the late night talk show hosts got together and are doing a podcast where all of the proceeds from the podcast is going directly into the strike fund. So there is something that you can do. It's just don't do the show and instead do something else outside of those platforms, make money off of that, and then put it directly back into strike funds, which is very different. The Drew Barrymore TV show is a WGA covered struck show that is planning to return without its writers. The Guild has and will continue to picket struck shows that are in production during the strike. Any writing on the Drew Barrymore show is in violation of the WGA strike rules. I do not know why Drew Barrymore decided to break the strike. It's insane. Even when Conan was let go from NBC, he continued to pay his production staff with his NBC severance until he got on board with TBS. Yeah. Conan is hands down better than Leno, who he replaced. Many of these shouters don't remember that. Yes. And they got over. Yeah, the podcast is called Strike Force 5.
We haven't seen late night TV hosts for a while due to the writer's strike, but now you can hear them. Jimmy Kimmel, Seth Meyers, Stephen Colbert, John Oliver, and Jimmy Fallon are teaming up for a podcast launching today. Proceeds from Strike Force 5 will go to out-of-work staffers from their respective shows.
Yeah. Real time is coming back, unfortunately. That's funny. How do scabs get work when the strike is over? Doesn't scab work put you on a union job blacklist? Yes. More scabs. Very interesting. Which celebs like Drew Barrymore's scabbing Insta post? Jennifer Garner, Jennifer Aniston, Lily J. Collins, Cara Delevingne, Kristen Annie Bell. Kristen Bell has unliked it, lol. They got the Drew Barrymore's wiki. Whoever got the Drew's Wikipedia, you're a hero. Drew Blythe Barrymore is a strike-breaking scab rat. Bill Burr and Dan Soder break down the ongoing strike on the Thursday afternoon, Monday morning podcast on Monday.
What it is the people that are running shit are so fucking greedy that they can't give anybody their fair share. They want to keep all of it. That's why it's like that way. Not because it's a confusing, blah, blah, blah. It isn't. It's the game that's going on in our business right now. Where they're acting like, there's no money and gaga as you just bought your third fucking mansion. Yeah. They don't want to pay anybody, and it's that disease of every year you got to earn more.
It's Bob Iger going, this is not a good time for the strike. After he signs a contract where he gets $26 million a year.
I've done my job so good that I've decided I'm giving myself a bonus. Back in the day, the mob would skim. Yeah. That's what they're doing. Yeah. But they call it a bonus, and it's totally legal. That True TV guy, that guy gave himself like $150 million.
Hilarious.
That's awesome.
The Practical Joker's making all their money, and then he's like, give me that fucking A-Rod deal.
Bobby Bonilla day.
They're getting all Bobby Bonilla paychecks.
There's 3 people doing that. Fire 2 of them, and now you have to do all 3 of those jobs. Dude. I just saved this company money.
So good. God, I love Bill so much. One day, my dream is to one day have Bilbo Baggins on the pod or on the stream, and then he adopts me as his nephew, and then he becomes my god uncle, and then we just live happily ever after. Bill defended RFK. I don't care. Based. I love RFK now.
And they went in there and they looked at it. They looked at 30 years of data, and they found that girls who got that vaccine, the DTP vaccine, were 10 times more likely to die over the next 3 months than children who did not.
Bro, God, I don't want to be ableist so bad, but it's so hard. It's so hard, bro. It's like you're talking about kids dying. You're dying. You're literally dying while you're trying to talk about kids dying, man. It's so hard for me to be like, dude, what you don't seem to be describing a clean bill of health. The funniest part about this always is like, why? Okay? Why? It's just so stupid. Shut the fuck up. You couldn't keep up with him, little bro. Bill was praising RFK Jr. last weekend. Okay, well, I'm praising RFK Jr. now. Okay, why'd you tell me that? Guess what, dude? Turns out RFK, very hot, very cool. Had a lot of great ideas about vaccines, I think. Hassan, you'll have an Ethan moment? I don't think so.
And what you want to do is get a nutritionist. Do not listen to your listeners who's going to be, actually, they're doing these studies about almond milk and all, and there's going to be a zillion things. That's why I got a nututionist.
But I'm doing it. I like it. I've never thought to get a nutritionist.
Just to help you out, you've made that point 3 times, and it's going to fire up his engines. All right? I'm telling you. Yeah, look at me being like, not choosing sides.
You're the mediator.
Because you're right. You're right.
No, I know she's right. That's the thing.
She is. Look at her. She's in shape, and you're mess
what?
over here.
But you know what? First of all, I accept that.
You look like you just had a kid. I mean, come on, man. You gotta do something.
I
here.
wish I was pregnant. I could just lose this weight immediately. You know what I
It
mean?
doesn't quite work that way. But yeah.
But the thing is that Hila doesn't understand, and people like her
Okay, I'll
don't
shut up.
understand.
Yeah, let's not have a fight here,
That's
guys.
it. I'm
we're
done.
here to promote my special, not to end your marriage.
To be more like Bill, you need to know more about sports. You will never meet Bill Burr. He will never take you backstage at the Laugh Factory. He will never be on your pod. He will never listen to your top of the hour ad breaks. Fuck. Why do you have to be like that? Like, you not only fucked me up, like you hurt my feelings about something that I truly care about, but then you also stole my ad break, dude. It's fucking bullshit, okay? I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of acting like it's not hurting my feelings, okay? Guess what, dude? If Bill never comes on the show, you don't get to experience me fucking fanboy over him as well. That's like the third day in a row. Hasan, are you good? You keep falling for it. I know I am, because I'm not good. I'm not on my A game, man. I'm not fucked up. I'm not. Fuck you.